My goodness. Hi, my name is Joël Mala. I'm with Juido LLC. This video is in response to another video on the dangers of isolation for entrepreneurs in particular. And I'd like just to complement that video. That's everything you need to know, but there's a few things that could be added, I feel. Isolation will mess with real isolation with no one to talk for weeks on end will mess up with your brain, it will mess up with your heart, it will mess up with your mind. You don't need to be scared though, because you can use it to become stronger. And there's a few tricks to that. I'm sure there's more than what I know. The first one is to take joy in things, small things. And the first pleasure in life is actually not food. The first pleasure in life is breathing, fully breathing. And we lose track of that because it's so bland that, it's like rice. When we started with rice, it was so exciting, it was so different. Oh my goodness, I like it, I love it. And now try to feed a 7-year-old a bowl of rice, he's going to say, no way, I'm not taking, this is bland. Well, the same thing for breathing. Breathing is actually quite pleasant if you breathe fully and you take the time to be with it. Anything that can bring joy will help you. One thing that brings joy is to help other people. So there's a traditional arc that must go centuries ago between being an average team and an excellent team, an average person in an outstanding person, and the details is where the devil is. And I haven't seen it totally described, even though it's kind of common knowledge, so let's go for it. It starts with kindness, but not kindness as the excuse of the losers for losing, not just as being nice, not just as being helpful to other people. It's actually kindness to recognize a person in the human blob in front of you. That animal in front of you is actually a person. And by person, I mean the full thing. The right to freedom, to pursuit of happiness, and to prosperity. From there, acts of kindness, whether they're online or offline, in person, generate joy. That joy, according to one monk I interviewed a couple of years ago on my way around the United States asking what is the purpose of joy. I did kindness before and then had to do joy. Father Correa Torres from Belmont Abbey explained to me, joy gives us the energy to do things well. So seek joy, you get the energy to do things well. The way to do things well is to use good judgment. So that brings us to the very first advice I had about this path by my supervisor, Chris Page at McGill, who asked me, Joel, do you know what's the difference between a very good scientist and an outstanding one? And oh my goodness, I didn't even know if I could be a good scientist. I also not mention a very good one. So I said, no, I don't know the difference. And he said, well, it's very simple. The outstanding one understands context. So that's the path to follow. If you find yourself in a place where you're just a number, this is not where you're going to shine. Sometimes it's better to be alone. Think about that. In places where you don't have joy because you have aggressive people, backstabbing people, blabbing people, or people you just don't fit with. They could be beautiful people, but you just don't fit in there. That's not most likely where you're going to shine. And if you see bad decision, and oh my goodness, I did that mistake. If you see management do bad decision, prepare your resume. Let's remember, whatever happens to you, it's up to you to make it count towards you. Seek joy and seek to improve yourself because this is the biggest, hardest drive we have with ourselves. So good luck, take care, be kind to yourself.